Even if you don't have this type of soft water unit or don't have soft water at all, you can get a couple of tips from this video if you're shopping for a new or replacement system, so please stay tuned. I'm going to do the annual homeowner maintenance on my Kinetico soft water system, and while I'm at it, I'll explain why I chose this particular system. First, I need to schedule the time to do this when the TA is away. I convinced her to have a good time running some errands while I did this. I like her to be gone so there's no chance she will use a faucet or flush a toilet while the unit is in bypass mode and bring hard water into the plumbing. In case you're new to the channel, the TA is my personal task assigner and she has honed her craft with me for nearly 25 years. The call of the TA usually starts with, "Hey hun," or something similar such as a crashing noise followed by, "Uh-oh." To start with, I'm going to put the system in bypass mode by turning this knob to a position conveniently labeled bypass mode. Next, I'll place the two pressure relief hoses in the salt bin and slowly open the valves. When the levers are 90 degrees perpendicular to the hose, the valve is closed, and when they are in line with the hose, they are open. Now we wait until we see an air gap in the filter housing. This can take several minutes. Failure to be patient before we take off the filter housing means water all over the garage floor. Go ahead and ask me just how I learned this. While I'm waiting for the pressure to bleed off, I'll explain why I like this style of water softener. I like it because there are no electrical parts, so it doesn't need to be plugged into a wall outlet. This unit does not refresh on a timer schedule, which means it won't wake you up in the middle of the night with that whooshing water noise, and it doesn't ever leave you with hard water in the house, even when it's refreshing. The reason why is because there are really two soft water systems in it. Each of the two stacks perform the same function, but only one stack is active at a time. Each stack has two parts. First, a carbon filter to remove the chlorine, then the softener portion to remove the hard minerals. There's a water meter on top, so when the stack needs to be refreshed, the mechanism switches to stack 2 and stack 1 gets refreshed. That takes about 10 minutes, then stack 1 is ready to go again when stack 2 needs to be refreshed. And if you aren't using water, like when you go on vacation, nothing happens. No useless refreshes. And in case you're wondering, I'm not sponsored by Kinetico, although at this point, I'd appreciate it if they did. Now I have a nice air gap in the filter housing and I'm prepared with some drip towels and a bucket. Unscrew the housing counterclockwise as if you're looking up at it from the floor. Use the supplied wrench to get it started if it's a little reluctant. Hold the assembly below the filter to catch the water drippage while unscrewing the filter. Then it puts the whole thing into the bucket or it gets the hose again. Wait, what am I saying? It's going to get the hose anyway. I like to take the filter outside and use the garden hose since it's hard water anyway. This way I don't introduce hard water to my indoor plumbing while the soft water is in bypass mode. It would help support the channel and make the TA happy if you would please hit the like button. Also become a subscriber. Ring the bell if you'd like to be notified when new videos are published. And I appreciate your comments. Now that the filter is a bit cleaner, I'll put it back in place and put the housing back on. Now I'll close the valves on the pressure relief tubes with a quarter turn so the valve is perpendicular to the hoses and put the system back in normal operation mode. There may be a little bit of air in the plumbing, but it will come out when you least expect it, so don't worry about it. Besides, it's fun to scare the TA when she comes home and flushes the toilet. And now it's time to enjoy the fruits of our efforts. Feel free to join me. The TA and I hope you had a good holiday season.